Welcome to Judge Aguiar Field on the campus of Joseph Case High School. This is a must-win for the Cardinals. They come in at 1-6. They welcome in the 4-1 and impressive, strong Fairhaven Blue Devils. Welcome to the broadcast booth, Brady Kudo, Tyler Clark, the rest of our fabulous crew. We thank you for joining us. Tyler, let's get right into it. Case came off a tough loss on Monday, giving up a 7-run lead 3 times to New Bedford Evoke. This is a Fairhaven team. Lost on opening day, they come in scorching hot.
Including in the last inning, giving up 7 runs.
Yes.
I don't remember if it was a walk-off or not.
It was a walk-off, yeah.
So they had a 6-run lead, and that's as someone who played baseball for years, that's the most crushing thing is when you can sense victory, and it just is ripped from you multiple times, I might add. But you're right, they're coming in with a 1-6 record. Fairhaven, always a good team. They're coming in pretty. I forget if you said what Fairhaven's record was going into this.
4-1.
4-1. So again, for 4-1, that's a pretty good overall team. Very well coached. Rudy Bolger has been a long time. South Coast athlete, New Bedford High School, football, baseball. Been around for a long time. And Case has a good coach, Dave Oshide, a very young team. They lost 10 seniors last year. You were not here. We broadcast a couple of Case baseball games last year when you were out doing track. So I remember a number of these players from last year. But it is a very beautiful Friday. I think it is still technically morning. It is April 21st, 11 a.m. game. It's school vacation week.
We're starting a little early. It's 10:58, and we're ready to go.
Hey, you know what? Well, no complaints here.
No complaints, absolutely. 57 degrees in Swansea as Aiden Hassey, the pitcher, steps in. And with that ball, we are underway from Judge Aguiar Field. Hassey, a utility player, getting the nod on the bump today. Case starting pitcher Dylan Amaral, a junior. That one's in there for a strike. Good spot from Amaral. He's been their go-to guy on the mound this year. Missed most of last year. Underwent Tommy John surgery. 1-1.
Young age to have Tommy John surgery.
Way to play it by Chapman for out number 1.
Nice play. That was a tough hop, too. You know, usually you have those professional or even the minor league baseball fields are perfectly maintained at someone's full-time job. You never know. You made an occasional rock.
It happens, yeah.
It happened. That Chapman stayed right on. That took a big hop.
So in steps the second baseman, Connor Sorrell. Had a strong season last year. He's carrying that over this year. Fastball high, missed for a ball.
Fairhaven bench is very loud.
Not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
That just missed outside. 2-0 the count to Sorrell. Around the diamond for the Cardinals, Christian Chapman gets the nod at third. Adam Gracie at shortstop. Jackson McLean at second. Lucas Saltmarsh at first. Left to right is Joel Mello, Will LaBeouf, and Ben Duquette. Ooh, and that got Sorrell. Yeah, it did.
That does not feel good. As someone who played baseball, that hurts. My first ever at bat when I did senior baseball, I got hit by a pitch.
Oh.
That's how I introduced to the big field.
Sam Dady behind the plate for Amaral as Tyler Mahone, the right fielder, steps in. He had an incredible season last year. Strong left-handed power hitter. Your ideal 3-hole hitter as well.
Big lefty bat.
Colby Correa sitting on deck.
Outside.
That's outside for a ball.
I started doing the pitch count on Wednesday, and then I kind of, we had an inning that everything went wrong in that game. But I'm going to try to keep up with it here.
Fastball in there for a strike. 1-1 the count to Mahone. Amaral, 3-pitch arsenal. Fastball, curveball, changeup. This one's low. no-go from Sorrell. Good block by Sam Dady, sophomore catcher, who was seeing a lot of time down on JV. Ben Duquette was fulfilling catching duties, but Sam has 5 at-bats this year, and he's gotten a hit in 3 of them, so very much has earned his spot onto this team. The 2-1. This one chop foul off to the right as Sorrell was attempting to steal.
That's typical. 2-1 hit and run off of the pitch. We may, if this next pitch is a ball, we may see him off of the full count with 1 out. But we're at a 2-2 now. Got to keep an eye on Sorrell over there. As I said, I knew that. Yep, throw back. But oftentimes you see a coach, at least in the high school level, if a guy throws over to first, he's going to send him in the next pitch. Back again.
Another back.
Ooh,
oh, they got him. No, they did not.
He's in.
That looked close. I'm about to say they might have got him.
That was. They did get him leaning.
Yeah.
I think he's going to.
Might be cautious.
A little bit, yeah.
2-2. Yeah, he's off, and that's
foul.
fouled back off to the left and out of play.
Well, we know their intentions now.
Yeah, Bolger's been a big hit-and-run type of coach throughout his career.
I'm going to keep keeping an eye on Sorrell, but I'm going to guess he's going to be off every pitch here. And that's why they're going to keep throwing over now.
Yeah, that Emerald Saltmarsh connection's been strong this year. A couple times now they've almost had Sorrell. 2-2 once more.
There he goes. And another foul. This is a great at-bat by Mahone here. It's already. Did that hit something?
There was a car rolling in as that foul ball was hit. So
I thought I heard some sort of.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers to that red Subaru.
It's still going.
That is rolling in here. It's still going.
Back again.
The fourth
throw over. Almost got him the second one.
Now, it's not like the MLB where you can only throw over twice per at bat.
Over as many. Well, he knows that Sorrell. There goes again. It's 5. Yeah, well,
that's 5, and he's been.
He knows that Sorrell's off.
He's been close on 3 of them. This is pitch number 7. That's in the dirt. And a hit.
Hit by pitch.
Mahone skipped and hit him.
All that for a hit by pitch.
So 2 hit batsmen. Runners on first and second for the third baseman, Colby Correa, senior.
Already up to 13 pitches this inning.
Through 3 batters. That isn't horrible, but.
One out in the first.
Yeah, one out, not ideal for Emerald. They're still monitoring his arm.
I would not be surprised.
And he's going to talk it over with Dady.
Talk it over with the catcher. They're going to. I wouldn't be surprised if they send both runners here.
Especially for Correa, who talk about a good spray hitter, could spray all over the field. A big analytics guy that likes to look at those spray charts. Colby Correa is your guy.
Number 4 hitter.
That's inside. Emerald working that inside part of the plate early.
Trying to get it over the plate right now. Still get that. That's a little low.
That's pitch number 15, and I want to say that's the 11th ball that he's thrown.
I can tell you right now, if you count the hit by pitches as a ball, which is 1, 2, 3,
or not
4,
11th.
5,
No.
6, 7, 8, 9th.
9.
If you count the hit by pitch as a ball, which I think it does.
I'll count them. That's in there.
Well, now this is going to be interesting. A 2-1 count. Runners on first and second.
You send them both?
I would send them both. Because if you send the runner on second, they're going to throw to third.
Yeah.
So you may as well send the other runner as well, if that's what they go with, which they're not.
I would just miss 3-1. The count to Correa. One out, 2 runners on.
3-1 count.
Sorrell at second, Mahone at first. The 3-1. That missed it. And they're loaded.
That was low and inside.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So Fairhaven's loaded the bases without recording a hit yet.
For Jaron Megan, the shortstop.
Lefty hitter.
Schneider opting for the double play up the middle. His infield is not entirely in. Has his corners in.
Corners in. Yep.
For the speedster, Megan. That's in there. With Ethan Nault waiting on deck.
Pitcher's best friend is a double play.
Absolutely.
They've used one right here with 1 out. That's outside.
1-1 the count. When you look at Case, again, we brought it up in our open, Tyler. 10 seniors lost.
Yep. That's a lot of seniors.
It's a lot of seniors. It was a good chunk of their program, really. As this one misses high at the helmet again.
Not all of them were starters, but
Right.
They were.
Most of them were.
Most of them, yeah. Gracie was a starter last year as a freshman.
Yeah, Gracie at short, Poitras at third. Poitras not starting today. This one chopped. That's the way to play it by Chapman. They'll get the out at home.
That's it.
And that's it, but that's okay.
That's a good play. Get the force out.
Yep. Good play by Chapman.
They will take that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So that's 2 gone.
So Ethan Nault, the left fielder.
Base is still loaded.
They opened the season on the road in Bourne, which I think is the single worst way to start the season. If you're a team
That's a long drive.
from the South Coast.
Well, Fairhaven's a little bit closer than Case is. But it was always, yeah, it was when I
So,
used to
so you look at the teams in this part of the SEC, Somerset, Case, New Bedford, Oakton, open the season on the road at Bourne. As this one is ripped into right center field.
Nope. Oh.
And McLean will play it on the shallow grass.
They actually get out of that. No runs.
Cardinals will look to make magic happen in the bottom of the first.
6, 7, 8,
But that is the way to get out of a jam.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Bases loaded twice.
24 pitches.
So this is how Case will do it. Adam Gracie leads off at the shortstop position. Sam Dady, Dylan Amaral, Christian Chapman go 2, 3, and 4. Nick Preston, the designated hitter, batting 5th, with Ben Duquette making the switch to right field today, batting 6, 7, 8, 9. Jackson McLean, Lucas Saltmarsh, the first baseman, and Will LaBeouf in center field, rounding out the 9. As we said before, Aiden Hasse on the mound for Fairhaven.
I think we were in the middle of talking about driving to Bourne when that that inning ended. No, it's Bourne is definitely an outlier. Their high school is before you cross over the bridge.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yes.
Maybe I'm wrong. I think it is.
I think it is too.
So it's not as bad as it could be, but no, it's definitely a bit of an outlier. Wareham's way down there too.
Yeah.
We stretch all the way, the South Coast is where we happen to live. Brady in Massachusetts is directly on the Rhode Island border, as you know.
And now with Wareham leaving the SEC, completely.
What conference are they going to now?
They're going to be independent.
Ah.
From my understanding, because they're the one sport that they're good at consistently is basketball. So they're choosing to go independent. West Bridgewater is joining the South Coast Conference.
Oh.
Which is interesting. After talking with several administrators in schools. There were a couple schools. We'll get into it more later. But West Bridgewater ultimately accepted the invite to join the SEC as Adam Gracie steps in and will take a ball high.
It's good to get, some changes, such as,
Yeah.
a new opponent for Thanksgiving. I don't know how that will change, with the announcement that Bishop Conley will be closing, because I believe that ball's fouled behind. Ooh.
That could have been worse.
That could have been a lot worse. Because I believe Atlantis Charter co-opted with Westport and with Bishop Conley.
That's correct.
So now it'll just be Atlantis Charter with Westport.
Right. Unless they find another
team to.
Maybe an Argosy, something like that. So a long ways away, though.
No, we still got it's only April here. We got some time.
1-2 the count to the junior shortstop. Leaves that one high, 2-2. So originally, the ACC had invited Dartmouth, and they said no.
Yeah, they were a little big for that, I think.
They had invited Westport. They said no. West Bridgewater ultimately said yes, as this one is sky high behind us near the Fairhaven bus.
Fairhaven bus driver just gave you.
He seems like a nice guy.
He wanted to go get it.
2-2.
Oh.
Little off speed. Good miss from Hasse. And
it's a great at bat from Gracie.
yeah, the count is juiced for AG 1-3.
You just make that up just now.
No, that's what they call him. This one fouled off again to the Fairhaven bus driver again. He's at an active at bat here. Still 3-2.
Yeah, 7th is the 8th pitch here.
This one's ripped up the middle for a base hit.
That's a great at bat from Gracie.
8-pitch at bat to open things for the Cardinals. And in comes Sam Dady, who, when given an opportunity, he's made the most of it. 3 for 5.
3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Had to move some. Oh yeah, the sheet that I printed for you had the wrong number listed.
Yeah, they mixed up Dady's jersey number a couple times. And my printer ran out of ink, so never fear. T. Clark is here.
Yeah, that's the thing too with high school baseball is that you're limited to the jerseys that you have on.
Yeah. Because I think because Dady's been a swing, I think 30 was the JV number, and then when he got back bumped up to varsity, they didn't change it. Hack and a miss and a strike. 2-1 the count to the sophomore catcher. Gracie gets a good lead off of first. 2-1. This one's ripped back up the middle, and it's through.
They're going to send Gracie to third there.
Gracie will hustle his way to third. He's in there easily. Runners on the corners for a hot Dylan Emerald. Good hitting, though, by Dady.
If anything, that Megan got a glove on that, and then I think it made it deflect more into center field. That was a good effort.
Yeah. Yeah, Megan did snap a piece of it. It looked like a double play ball, but good spot, though, by Dady to place that as Dylan Emerald will step in. Only hitting 167, but he's been hot as of late. This one's low for a ball.
Back-to-back singles to start the innings.
Ideally, the way you want to start.
Yeah, I got Case in a good spot here.
Christian Chapman waiting on deck.
Throw over.
Check over on Dady. He's in safely. High chopper to Megan. They got the out at second. Did not get it at first, but the run scores anyway, so the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead.
RBI ground out.
RBI ground out.
Well,
RBI fielder's choice, rather.
Excuse me. Yeah, you're right.
For Christian Chapman.
So where you can give an RBI there.
Hitting 136.
Well, you can give an RBI to Amaral. He's got 3 now. And while that'll decrease the average a bit, but it'll take the RBI.
This one
Very high.
high and foul.
And over the cars. Yeah, I'm not going to. We can change the RBIs and home runs as necessary, but I'm not going to bother with the.
The average, yeah, please.
The averages, no.
Let the computer do that. The 0-1 is lifted.
That double play ball.
Yep, right to Megan. And they got it.
There you go. Nice play. That's an excellent double play by Fairhaven.
So the Cardinals get one on the board. We conclude matters in the first. It's the Cardinals 1, Fairhaven nothing.
Let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pitches.
So do it for the Devils. It's Gomes, Jack Cunha, and Tom Arcott. 7, 8, 9. Not a bad crowd for a Friday morning.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was saying before and then the game started, but this is school vacation week for anywhere, the whole state of Massachusetts. But they like to get some games into this time. So most games start at 3:45 or 4 o'clock occasionally for softball, but this week is all 11 a.m. start time. So
I'm not complaining.
shout out to the parents who can make it. Although if you work at a school like I do, then you're available at that time. But that ended up being about a 16-minute first inning.
It's not horrible.
No, I mean, considering it started with,
Yeah, we started at 10:58.
maybe it was a slightly longer than that then, but there was a lot of full counts and
Very nice at bat by Gracie.
Fairhaven coach and the umpire talking about something fairly friendly out there.
So in steps Luke Gomes, Fairhaven first baseman.
Number 7 hitter. Very tall.
First pitch to him. That's in there. 0-1. And count to Luke Gomes.
I was going to say, the Fairhaven coach never made it over to the third base. Where'd he go? He's talking to Coach Dave Olmsnyder over there. Just.
Checked it, did not go. Yeah, the Bulgers just chatting with Olmsnyder.
Well, that's the thing about, a lot of the coaches are friendly with
Yeah,
each other.
they are. 1-1. This one ripped into center field for an easy base hit.
It's a first hit, believe it or not, for Fairhaven. They loaded the bases with 2 hit by pitches and a walk. That was ripped.
So in steps Jack Cunha, the center fielder. Gomes with a smaller lead off of first.
I don't think they might be as concerned with him stealing as much as they were with Sorrell, but you'd be surprised.
Yeah. If Prince Fielder could do it, anybody could do it. If Bartolo Colon can hit a home run.
Oh, I remember. That was
that was awesome.
At Petco Park.
Yep.
Who was that off of?
Oh, I don't know, but Gary Cohen's
call
was priceless.
I'm trying to think. He used to pitch. It wasn't David Price. Shields.
James Shields.
James Shields it was off of.
Yeah, what happened to him?
He just became a, average pitcher. That's fouled behind. Oh, boy.
Oh!
That was loud.
I know exactly whose car that is, too. Oh, goodness, she is not going to be happy. Yeah, she's looking at it now. She's like, oh, no.
That was
loud. This one's in the dirt, and Gomes, they're going to try it.
He's going to make
Yeah,
it.
he's in there.
He's in there on the wild pitch.
So that was actually Jacob Poitras' mom's car. So I will chat with her after the game to make sure everything is okay. And I'll have an update on my Instagram when this is done. Low again. And it got by Didi. So runner.
Full count now.
Yeah, runner on third, full count. Perfect way to get one back for the Blue Devils. Payoff pitch. Sky high again, and it's foul off into the marsh.
Oh, it landed before the marsh. The bus
Yeah, it was
driver went to
close.
go grab that again. Usually you don't see the bus driver. They kind of
Yeah, they scurry off to wherever.
sit at McDonald's.
Sit at McDonald's. Another foul ball. Sit at McDonald's. Now I want McDonald's. Why'd you have to do that?
You can go after. It's right down the street.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not far.
Goody putting together a nice at-bat here.
Yeah.
3-2 once more.
Rip.
Fly ball in a left.
At least get one home.
Mello with a nice catch.
It's a sack.
Gomes will tag.
Easily scores, sack fly.
Nice play, though, by Mello, and it's 1-1.
That's how you get one home.
So, one out, one across for Tom Marcotte, the designated hitter.
That'll be top of the order after that. Passy.
Yeah, already only in the second inning, too. And
Already have 36 pitches.
yeah, we have seen the entirety of Fairhaven's order.
Base is empty now, though, so.
That's a strike. Fastball in there. 0-1. The 0-1. Curveball. Couldn't find the strike zone. 1-1. Infield playing back a little bit. This one is fouled back off to the right.
Yeah, that landed on the grass. This is like a favorite thing here. But I mean, like, which car is going to get?
Oh, yep, hit another one. No, yep, got that one.
I'm parked behind the bus, so I.
That's a smart. Good job.
I did that intentionally.
You parked in the back.
I could have parked in the back. Got him. That's a great off-speed
Yes, it
pitch
was. So 2 gone. And Emerald's first strikeout. And the batter coming up, Aiden Hassey, the pitcher.
there. He grounded to third to open the game.
That was a nice play by Chapman. Read that beautiful hop.
Yep.
This one low. So here, Fairhaven coming in this one 4-1. This one is lifted into right center field. LaBeouf has to come all the way in. He's later called off by Duquette, but he misjudged it terribly. And Hassey is
He'll be
in to first.
That'd be an error. I think that should have been caught.
In for Connor Sorrell.
The inning continues.
It's the problem Coach Olmsteiner was saying earlier. It's giving away outs, not being able to get out of innings. They opened the season at Bourne. We were talking about it earlier. I mean, they lost 8-0, and he said it was simple. We didn't have any offense, which it is tough to open down there. As Amaral will check on Hassey.
Yeah, but at least Bourne is of equal size. You'd hate to, drive far away and get absolutely destroyed by
Right.
some bigger team that
Right.
you need to just completely crush your morale.
And then it was deja vu that Friday when they lost to Seekonk on the road 8-0. That one just missed. And interesting to note in that Seekonk game, 5 errors. And the next one came against Westport. It was a 12-4 loss. Adam Gracie, though, with 2 hits. This one is lifted down the line in right and foul.
That's actually into the marsh.
That one went into the marsh. There you go.
That was in the marsh.
So they were able to pick up their first win last Friday. A week ago from today against Old Rochester, a walk-off single was hit by freshman Lucas Bulio. Jacob Poitras got the start in that one.
Well, the Rochesters, as we talked about a little before the games, having a bit of a rebuilding year for themselves as well.
They, like Case, they lost a lot of seniors. That one actually ended up in 9 innings, and this base by Hasse is stolen. Poitras ended up going 6 innings. He gave up 6 hits and only 2 earned runs. This one's low, and it is ball 4.
Well, now you're bringing up your number 3 hitter with 2 men on.
Mahone was hit.
After a very long at bat, too.
Yeah, skipped the dirt and then came back and hit him. Yeah, in that win against Old Rochester, Poitras went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs as this one got through. 1 run will score. And runners on the corners, it's an RBI for Ty Mahone.
Yeah, that was... I'll give him a hit on that. That was a tough play going to his left. I'm not the official scorer. Well, I sort of am, but at the same time, not really.
So in steps Colby Correa. Poitras struck out 3 in that effort. And then they had the loss to New Bedford Vogue as Sorrell has peaking number 6. It's in there at the knees for a strike. So 2-1 Fairhaven. One outside.
Fairhaven's going to come close to hitting around in this inning.
Chopped foul.
It's a good off-speed pitch.
Rudy Bolger just got by him.
Good attempt by Coach there.
So 1-2 the count to Correa. Amaral needs this. He's got 2 outs. And another check on Sorrell.
They're going to go home now.
Try home, and he's safe.
That's a good heads-up play by Sorrell. Still home.
And Mahone is at second after all that. So now a 3-1 Blue Devil lead.
Heads up. Heads up by Sorrell.
1-2 the count to Correa.
Runner still on second now.
On the ground, foul. Good at bat, though, by Correa. Really, this entire Fairhaven team is making Amaral work.
Already got 28 pitches this inning.
He had 13 in the first.
24. He had 13 to like 3 hitters. He ended up with 24.
Oh, he ended up with 24. I got you.
Yeah.
1-2.
Off
Chopped
speed.
again.
That's great by Correa there. Fight off those off-speed pitches.
I'd expect some gas here. 1-2.
A little low.
That missed. Little change up. As usual, I was wrong. You know what they say, don't listen to the announcer. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. On
Off
the ground.
speed again.
Gracie got the out at first.
Barely got him.
Barely.
Got him by half a step.
That'll end the inning. 3-1 Fairhaven. Cardinals going to get it back.
Let me double check. I had 30 pitches, but I'm going to double check that right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6.
So due up for the Cardinals is Nick Preston, Ben Duquette, and Jackson McLean.
Yeah, 30 pitches that inning, 54 total through 2 innings.
Not ideal.
Not ideal. There's no, I don't believe there's a pitch count limit in.
There is, but it's high. I think it's like 95, something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but
We go to the official.
they don't have to worry too much.
No, 3 runs that inning on 2 hits. That's it. 2 hits.
Couple errors, though.
I have it as 1 error officially.
Well, the throw home when Sorrell stole home was high.
Okay.
I guess that's technically an error. I mean, it's not going to show up in the book. It'll show up on.
No, yeah, I'll put that in, but you're right. And then how many left on? 1 left on, I believe, yes.
Yes, with Mahone at second. So in steps the designated hitter, Nick Preston. Who is 0 for 5 this season.
Tall lefty.
Big pull hitter. That's in there. The 0-1. Little off speed, just missed outside. Brings it up to 1-1.
Boy, this Fairhaven pitcher does not waste any time. He's
He's been watching the MLB.
like Chris Sale. Boom.
Well, speaking of the MLB, what do you think of the Athletics? Says nice play by Correa.
The news from yesterday.
Out number 1. Yeah, nothing you can do about that. That's just a good play.
Moving to Vegas.
What do you think of that?
Absolutely not surprised.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I called it a while ago.
Yeah, I did too.
I was like, yeah, Vegas.
Yeah. My guess is they will play there starting in 2025.
2025?
That's my
Sounds
guess.
right.
Yeah, because they have to have time to build the stadium.
So Ben Duquette, the right fielder, steps in. 263, 5 RBIs for the junior. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, the Athletics, I know in June they're planning the reverse boycott where they're going to flood the stadium with fans just to show that it's not
Oh,
fans.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Just missed. 1-1. Good leave by Duquette. And Benny Dukes is known around the clubhouse. 2-1. Sky high. Gomes calls everybody off.
That's great.
And there are 2 away.
That was, I think you heard that on the other side of Swansea. That was great. That's way to take charge.
My friends at Seekonk Speedway right now are like, what?
That was where the sun is right.
Yeah, that was right near us.
It was going to come near us, I thought. But it stayed in the field of play. Good off-speed pitch to McLean.
And Jackson McLean, 118 on the year. One outside, 1-1 the count to the sophomore second baseman. Does pitch a little bit as well. This one foul back behind us.
Ooh, just missed that. That was a white car there. That just missed.
Is this the same one, I think?
Is that the one that hit?
The one that got doinked earlier. 1-2 the count to McLean. High, 2-2.
High again. Work the count full.
And McLean went down 1-1 to 3-2.
Got him.
Payoff pitch, got him. Very efficient inning
3 up, 3
indeed.
down.
And Cardinals got to play defense now. It's Megan, Nault, and Gomes, 5, 6, 7.
I had 14 pitches that inning.
That sounds right.
30 total. Ground out, pop out, strikeout. Megan Nault goes.
Talk about efficiency. Aiden Hasley's done a good job of that.
Just looking at our director, Adam Kitchen, just standing atop the dugout with his camera. No idea we just talked about him because he doesn't have a headset on. Just a one-man crew this game. We had Lucy for the softball game on Wednesday. We'll be back probably sometime early to mid-May for more baseball, softball.
Yeah, I don't know if we're doing anything next week.
I don't think we're doing anything next week. I think one of the next softball games we had was against Bishop Stang.
Yeah, so
scheduled.
the first week of May.
Yeah, I think the next one will be that's subject to change, but I think we'll be bringing you Case girls softball against the Bishop Stang Spartans.
And there's a baseball game that Monday as well against Dighton Rehoboth, our old friends. So it's Jared and Megan. Yeah, I feel like as this one misses outside, every game that you've done that has been outside is against Dighton Rehoboth.
I've done 2 games. I did softball against Dighton Rehoboth and now Fairhaven baseball. Last year we did a total of 3 games here at Swansea Community Network. One of them was Dighton Rehoboth softball. Another was Fairhaven baseball. The only exception was Atlantis Charter, which I don't think they're playing this year.
They're not.
That game was very
strange.
It was.
Megan lifts this one to right center field, playable for LaBeouf for out number 1.
It ended on a balk.
A walk-off balk.
Walk-off balk.
Because we see that every day.
Yeah. The Atlantis Charter Tritons. That's their Have to become familiar with that.
It's a pretty
unique.
dope nickname, in my opinion, the
Yeah,
Tritons.
Tritons. But I remember that game was a balk. It was obvious. It was like very clear.
Yeah,
balk.
yeah.
It wasn't like a ticky-tack call. It was obvious.
In steps Ethan Nault. Nice pitch from Amaral for strike one. A little curve action on that. Missed high, 1-1.
Null was up. He lined out to short end the inning in the first with the bases loaded. Well, it was line. It wasn't hit that hard, but he got some contact on it. Fairhaven had the bases loaded with no outs. With 1 out in the first inning and didn't actually get any runs home. They had that fielder's choice and then a line out.
Bases loaded with 2 outs.
And now they scored 3 runs last inning. Ooh.
That hit him. That's his 3rd hit batter.
Ooh, that hurts. Yep.
Well, I mean, one of them hit the dirt and then hit Mahone.
Well, that one was direct. When you hear the thud, look at him. He's getting some stretches in over there. That hurts.
Yeah.
Boy, yeah. I do
right
not.
In that back.
They've actually called time in the game to give him a second.
Yeah.
An official timeout. He's all right.
So in steps Luke Gomes, who singled and scored.
That'll bruise.
Yeah.
Gomes scored on the sac fly last inning. He advanced on a wild pitch and a pass ball into scoring position at 3rd.
Takes that one, though, for strike 1.
Later caught that sky-high pop-up. He's leaning. I think we're going to see Nault, I think, in motion at some point because he's getting a big lead over there.
Yeah, Nault, one of their faster base runners.
I mean, that is not like a tiny lead he's taking. I can see him from where we are. 0-2.
That's high, and they're going to check it down. Delayed steal was on, and he's in there.
Yep. Not how I thought he was going to be in motion, but I was correct. He was looking to go.
It works either way.
Time is called. 10 pitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Trying to make sure my pitch count is matching.
1-2. A little off speed, left it high. This one fouled back.
Into the marsh.
Die, Jonathan!
Someone has to go in and get that.
Yeah.
That might be a little wet.
Just a little.
No one's taken the bait yet.
Why don't we do it? At the end of the inning.
You can go.
We can do it.
I'll stay on.
You hold the fort down.
I'll hold the fort down. Nice
Got him.
pitch.
Needed that. 2 out for Jack Cunha.
Good off-speed pitch.
Cunha flew out to Joe Mello in left field.
With no official at bat because that was a sac fly and an
That is
RBI.
true. That one in at the knees for a strike.
Yeah, I think you'll be going in that marsh because no one's gone in there yet.
Chased it in the dirt.
Helping him out. Good time for off speed.
Yeah, right.
See off speed again, I would expect here. Just trying to get out of this inning. Much fewer pitches as of right now for Amaral.
0-2 the count to the center fielder for Fairhaven. Ripped down the line, foul. That was scorched.
And they're going to send a catcher all the way out.
Yeah. Carter Cantafio, the reserve catcher for the Cardinals. 0-2 once more to Cunha.
Time called. Definitely a long time in between pitches with Fairhaven batting.
Amaral does like to take his time.
No pitch count and no pitch clock, excuse me, in high school baseball. And got him. Get out of it.
Well, Amaral keeping the Cardinals in this as we go to the bottom of the third. Still 3-1 Blue Devils. Can I get a... Can we videotape me going to get this foul ball? And we'll put it on YouTube.
Let me see.
I'm going to do it. Let's go do it.
Adam, there goes Brady. So just I'll give you some play. Brady is running over to. There goes Adam Kitt. He's okay. We are gonna film Brady going in to get the ball into the marsh. We got like that. You can see the fence and there's cattails and things growing in there. I don't know if there's another fan in there or not going. That's the announcer going to get the ball. It's on. We're filming it too. Yeah. Oh yeah. Did he find it? I don't know if he found it or not. He got it. Brady got the ball. Round of applause for Brady. I got one fan to join me in that. We did get that on film, just so you know. That was filmed.
Just so you know, that wasn't because you were getting the ball. Hey, if it makes good TV, why not?
That's not.
Let this be known. Announcers are athletes too. Let that be known.
Yeah. So Brady's gonna go return the ball now. I have stories that we can share. Well, I guess I'll take over play-by-play, and at the time being, DH Tom Mark. Excuse me. Actually, nope. Wrong team. Lucas Saltmarsh is going to foul that behind. Saltmarsh coming into this game, hitting .267 with 1 RBI. Number 8 hitter for Case, down 0-2 now in the count. First baseman. Here comes Brady in a sprint. And that's going to be line to left. That's going to get down for a base hit. So Saltmarsh with some good contact, and he's going to get on to first.
Good poke by Salty.
I held down the floor while you were turning the ball.
Good.
That is not the most ridiculous thing that we have filmed on air here at Swansea Community Network. I'm sure, well...
The Fairhaven bus driver asked if I was going to get the one in the middle. I said absolutely not.
Oh, yeah, was there another one in there?
I think so.
There's 2 in there. Yeah.
I got one.
That's more than we thought you were going to get. Well, we had, during the pandemic a couple of years ago, we filmed from the studio. We had a basketball game against Ponnequit High School.
Oh, no.
And we had one of
Oh, no. Oh, LaBeouf, that's a way to get it. Sends this one to right field. Caught. Went down and got that one, though. So back to the top of the order, Adam Gracie, who put together a nice 8-pitch at-bat, singled and scored back in the first.
We, or me or whoever, during that Ponnequit game, there was a pause because one of the players on Ponnequit ended up throwing up on the court, and they had to clean it. And we misinterpreted a cue from our director. Instead of stopping, we continued to talk for at least 20 minutes of just about nothing at that point. On air, it was actually engaging to watch and to listen to. So that might be one of the more. Oh, that was
Good thing that Jeep's got a hard top because
no. That might have left a crack. I don't know that.
well, if you had a soft top Jeep, I mean that ball's going right through it.
Now it's 2-1 to Gracie.
And good leave by the Cardinal shortstop.
I cannot believe we just filmed that. You going into the marsh to get the ball.
2-1.
Hey,
That just missed.
I'm going to say this. If there's another one that goes in there, I'll go get it next
All right.
time. Okay. If no one else does it.
Fair.
If nobody else does
And
it.
we'll get it on camera.
Yeah.
Check over on Saltmarsh. He's in there safely.
I think the one that's in the middle there is going to be gone forever.
Yeah. No, that's
even if you
that's
get
in the abyss. That's
But even if you get it, it's going to be completely waterlogged at that point.
a goose will find it and bring it home to its children.
It'll probably just
Disintegrate.
disintegrate eventually.
Gracie fouling another one off.
Ooh, that sounded like that hit. It did. It hit 2 cars. That was off the front of that van, and then it rolled
Bung
into
bung.
There is a sign there that, with covered in baseballs, that
Yeah.
says "warning." Just
Yeah. 2-2. 3-2. Excuse me.
that was.
I
Yep.
missed a pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a walk. I missed one too in the midst of all of that.
So 2 great at-bats put together by Adam Gracie in this game. And that brings up Sam Dady with runners on first and second.
Dady, who did single
Yes.
up the middle his first time up.
Runners on first and second, 1 out. And Dady will lift this one down the line in right field.
gonna be
This one will be
Out of play.
foul.
Dady had that well-hit ball that went off of Jaron Megan's glove.
Yes.
Dady now. Ooh, close. 4 for 6 on the year. He was 3 for 5. I'm just looking at this score sheet. Gracie increased his average by, he has 2 hits this game. He was hitting 250 coming in.
As did Saltmarsh.
Yep. Saltmarsh was hitting 260?
Saltmarsh was at 143. Duquette was hitting 263.
No, Saltmarsh was 267.
Who am I looking at then? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong person. Whoops.
I did say 267.
Sorry.
I was like, I hope I said the right thing when I was
I
briefly.
was looking at the wrong Lucas. Here.
I did do play-by-play.
I
last year
know.
For
They're doing a little longer than I have. Dady didn't bite. Couple 2s to the Cardinal catcher. That just missed. Full count.
1 down.
1 down. Couple runners on. Still a 3-1 game. The payoff pitch is on the ground.
That's going to be
In the
through.
hole.
That's going to sneak on through. That's a base infield single.
Yep.
Everybody's safe.
Nice effort, though,
That's kind of hit into no man's land.
by Jaron Megan.
Yeah, Megan, that was a great play just to prevent runs from coming home. Get on that ball. Keep those bases loaded. They have Amaral. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time up, but did pick up an RBI.
Now, bases juiced for him here.
No, you want, as the saying goes, if you want to help yourself out.
Yeah.
It is 3-1.
That's in there. Corners in for the Blue Devils. That's strike
Two
2.
pitches right there.
Infield shading towards this one, foul back. Should say the middle
Oh,
infield.
I hit the branch. That very gently, but the branch definitely slowed it.
Middle infield shading towards second. Corner infielders are in. 0-2. Lifted behind us and foul.
And there goes the bus driver.
I like how the crowd behind us, too, is getting into the what car is it going to hit game. I think it's great.
That's the joy of playing at Case High School here.
Fifth pitch of this at-bat
nice
is
at-bat.
lunge,
Nice.
and that's in there. 1 run is in. Here comes Gracie.
Nope, they're going to hold
He's
him.
going to hold at third, but he might have been safe. He's going to try it. And he is in there standing up. Dady to third. Emerald to second. We are even at 3.
So Amaral, I'll give him. That's a single, clearly. Did Dady score too? No,
Dady went to
Saltmarsh
third.
scored.
Yes, Saltmarsh and Gracie scored.
Okay. So Dady, yeah, I'll give him. I'm not going to go into the specifics of that, but I won't give. He gets 1 RBI for sure. The other one technically came home on the throw, so that's not an RBI. So if you want to throw another RBI on Dylan Amaral,
Chapman popped this one up. Playable for Megan, and he retires the senior third baseman.
not an infield fly because there was not a runner at first.
So in steps Nick Preston, who grounded out to third in his first at-bat.
Two men on.
This
And
one on the
that's-
ground. Easy play
Knocked it
and
down.
easy out for Connor Sorrell. Well, they evened it.
They evened it, tied. Let's see.
Good inning. Very good inning.
Dylan Ambrose got 2 RBIs this game. That's how you help yourself. Oh, you have already. No, he's up to 4 now. I'm not sure about the other one. I will give him 1. The other one was on the throw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
So 1, 2, 3 hits that inning. No errors, and 2 left on. To tie it at 3. Which I'm pleasantly surprised that this game is tied after 3 innings.
I am too. I thought Case would hang around for a little bit, and then Fairhaven would eventually blow it open.
Well, they're still tied. It's only the 4th
But
inning.
it is only the 4th inning, and they're tied, low scoring, which I am surprised. I thought it'd be more like a 6-3, 6-2 type of game.
There's 24 pitches. He's at the 54 total.
What is Emerald at?
Amaral.
Because I know he was at 54.
Oh, I didn't add up last inning. Hold
Oh.
on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 17. I have him at 71.
71. So we'll see what Coach Umschneider decides to do after
This inning.
this inning.
We got Marcotte and then the top of the order.
Because it really depends on how much he throws this inning, obviously. Well, you figure if he gets 20 this inning,
Yeah, this is probably going to be it for him unless it's a very quick inning.
right.
I don't know. I know in little and senior league there's a pitch count limit depending on how old you are. I'm not, as up to date with high school sports rules as I used to be. So I wasn't sure if they had one. And
There is one. I think it's like 95 for 16-year-olds, and it's like 100 if I don't know. It's there is a rule.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it is to its full extent, because it's never been an issue.
No. Well, Marcotte struck out his first time up.
Starts this one off with a ball. I mean, you talk about the career of Dave Umschneider and what he's done. Started at Tiverton, got his first head job at Portsmouth, and was exponential in the rise of Ryan Westmoreland and who he was as a player. And then he went to Durfee. Hit 300 varsity wins at Durfee. And then he stepped down, retired, air quotes, as Marcotte will chop this one foul, and came back to his home school, Joseph Case. and rebuilt this program. His first year was supposed to be the COVID year, and then obviously it was all shut down. So my freshman year, 2021, was his first year. Went to the tournament. Lost in the first round to Hull. Last year, an Elite 8 run as an 11 seed. But get this, you get knocked out by the 22 seed, Bay Path Regional Tech. So
You never know what those.
right, but the job he's done, and it's still an early season. I mean, a lot of people are starting to write this group off, and I'm not ready to. And I
Well,
don't think you're ready to write them off
We're
either.
not, but I think they came into the year knowing it was going to be a bit of a rebuilding year.
Right.
Usually, if you exceed expectations during a rebuilding year, I can use this example. I'll do it after this pitch. It's the wrong sport, but it's the best one I can think of right now,
That one left high.
which would be in the NBA, the widely predicted to be the Wars 3-3. Top four. Just clarified the score to a fan. I'll say it again after this pitch. Keep me in
Payoff
suspense
pitch.
about it.
Payoff pitch on the way to Marcotte. That one missed, and it's ball 4. So what's going on in the NBA?
The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yes.
Were supposed to be considered routinely as the worst team in the league. Made the play-in tournament, won the first game, and then lost. But the point is, they were supposed to consistently picked to be the worst.
As assistant coach Jay Martin will chat it over with Amaral.
So, as a rebuilding team, you're not supposed to win. Well, let me use another example that's more dear and near to me. My Jacksonville Jaguars this past year
Yep.
were not supposed to be as terrible, but they weren't supposed to be good. And then they made the playoffs in a playoff game that I see angry when I think about it still. Certain Kansas City quarterback who a certain announcer had it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I saw on Facebook the other day, someone was like, if I had an award for Sports Emmy for Analyst of the Year, I'd give it to Chris Collinsworth. I was like, what in the? He's not. If I had a vote, my vote was going to go to Bill Raftery, because he is up for it. He just turned 80 years old a couple days ago.
Oh,
He is something. He's awesome.
my favorite announcer's Mike Tirico, but that's
Yeah.
just me, which ironically was paired with the other guy in that game. Nice bunt.
Bunt laid down, should be the easy out, and it is.
So that is a 1-3 sacrifice. That does not count towards the batting average for Hassey.
I mean, I don't want to badmouth anybody. I'm not saying Collinsworth is awful, because I've heard a lot worse.
No,
But-
but I'm sorry, I'm off.
No.
Wrong sport.
Yeah.
We're talking about baseball.
Baseball.
Right now. But
I love Joe Davis.
I was just trying.
I think he's great.
I was just trying to allude to.
I miss Don Orsillo. I love Don Orsillo. He was my guy.
Oh yeah.
He was the big inspiration for me. Him and Gus.
Gus Johnson.
Him and Gus.
Yeah.
Those were the two. Is Jacob Poitras getting loose in the Cardinal pen?
We got to this
Just
point, by the way,
outside.
because we're talking about rebuilding teams,
Yeah.
which somehow led to talking about announcers. But it happens. It's not even the broadcast booth or at a mobile cart here. It is getting a bit warm out too.
It's nice. 2-0. That's a strike.
Sorrell's thrown on the shade since the game started. Don't think he was batting and playing with sunglasses.
No, he
before.
wasn't.
No.
Two 2-1. That got by Dady.
Sorrell, who still has not actually had an at-bat yet. He was hit by a pitch and walk.
Yeah.
He might be the same way here again.
So Marcotte to third.
Yeah, Marcotte on that wild pitch. Well, you got the right hitters coming up to get him home.
And Ty Mahone 1 for 1. This one lifted to shallow left field. Gracie.
He might still come home on that.
No, it's going to be Mello, but he dropped it. Gracie will get this in quickly, and it's a 4-3 game.
I think there was a little bit of a mix-up out there about who was supposed to catch that. It was a drop, so that technically goes as an E7, and then he advances on the throw. I'm not sure if that can. Well, I'm not concerned about RBIs for Fairhaven players anyway. There was some. It looked like there was some miscommunication there between.
I think Mello might have called Gracie off.
And then Gracie may. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Chopped foul by Mahone.
That was pitch number 15 of this inning. That'd be 86 total for Amaral.
This one, high fly ball to left center field. Mello moving over. Wynn took that a little bit. He makes the catch. Tagging is Sorrell. He is in there standing up. And Mahone got a good chunk of that. And now steps Colby Correa, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch to him. That's the strike. Sorrell gets his lead off of third. 2 outs. This one on the ground. Gracie,
nice play.
Nice play, but it got through.
RBI single.
Sorrell will score, and it's an RBI single for Colby Correa, and it's 5-3 Blue Devils.
Even if Gracie had stopped that, there was no way they're going to get him at first. Jaron Megan comes in 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice. The base is loaded, that high chopper to third.
And this
is probably going to do it here.
This is going to do it for Dylan Amaral.
Let's see if I can get a final pitch count for him here. Make sure I'm not off by 1 this inning. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have his 18 this inning. Oh, Dave Olfsteiner's not pulling him yet. He's just having a conversation. I have him right now as 18 pitches this inning, which would give him a total of 89. He is going to pull him. So that is it for Dylan Amaral. And it would appear
and Jacob Poitras will take the bump.
So Amaral came off the field. I don't know. He's going back on now. I'm trying to see where he's. I think he's going to play first.
Saltmarsh.
Saltmarsh is going to come out.
That looks right. Try and get an official stat tally on Amaral, and we'll give you some more information about Poitras.
So that's unofficially 89.
So Amaral goes 3 2/3 with 3 hits, 5 runs, and 3 strikeouts. And in steps the senior Jacob Poitras.
Yeah, that's it. Only 3 hits. He had no hits in the first. He had Mahone had an RBI single that ricocheted off the second baseman's glove in the second. And we had Correa had an RBI single here in the fourth. Where's the other hit? I'm missing a hit somewhere. Oh, there. No, it was Gomes. That's right. Gomes led off the second with a single right up the middle. And later scored. on the sac fly by Cunha.
So Poitras comes into this one appearance under his belt with a 1.17 ERA. It was that start against Old Rochester. He went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs. One of them was earned, a walk, and 3 strikeouts.
Comes into this game.
Has an opponent batting average of .240.
Comes in here trailing 5-3. He does inherit a man on first, which if that runner does score, it will go to Amaral. Pitching here to Jaron Megan, who said before is 0-for-2. Bases loaded. He had that grounder to third, which is a play at home. And then he flew out center field his second time up. Left-handed hitting shortstop for Fairhaven.
Two outs. Lays on a bunt. That's a fair. No, it is not a fair ball. Looked like a fair ball for a minute. Rolled back into the batter's box for a foul ball. 0-1 the count to Megan. Interesting, because bunting with 2 outs.
Drag bunt.
Yeah, drag bunt with 2 outs. You don't see that too often.
Well, sometimes you just catch him by surprise and you do that.
That's true. And it works sometimes.
Swing for the fences and fly out to center, or you can drop a bunt down and let the next guy get up.
Hack and a miss. 0-2 the count to the Fairhaven shortstop.
Decide a new pitch count. Up to 3. Off speed.
On the ground, a Gracie at short. And that's good.
He got him. It's a great play by Gracie. So those are 3 pitches there for Poitras.
Cardinals down 2. Heading to the bottom of the 4th.
We're going to see Poitras. I'm not sure. He might enter the game in Saltmarsh's place now, because he was on the bench to start. We'll see in a moment when we come up, but we may have a change in the lineup. Saltmarsh is due up 3rd, unless they have to change, because Poitras, he came in for Amaral. Amaral went to 1st, and Saltmarsh came out.
That would be the guess.
That would be, unless there's, I know at high school.
You want to check?
No, we can
check.
You can check if you want. I mean, we'll see when they come up.
That's true.
You can see it from the on deck circle. Five to 3. Case did get 2 across in that last inning. Brady's gonna go check. So we did get some clarity that he did that. Brady asked the first base coach.
So Poitras will bat in the place of
Preston.
the DH, Nick Preston.
So Preston just ended the inning last time. Ben Duquette hit that towering pop-up directly in front of us the last time. That Luke Gomes could hear him, as I said.
Could hear him at the action track of the East.
That was great. He made sure everyone knew he was catching that ball.
That's exactly what you want to do. Is Duquette lifts this one in a shallow left
that might drop.
center
That's
field.
nope.
No, it's not going to drop.
I thought it was going to drop for a second, but
nice play made by Ethan Nault for the first out of this inning. It is getting really warm, and I'm not complaining.
No, I have my Florida Atlantic Final Four shirt on under this. I'll have to take this off. Jackson McLean struck out his first time up. Lace, though, up the middle, as I'm calling the game as Brady was taking his shirt off.
So McLean 1 for 2. Good piece of hitting from the sophomore. And that brings up Lucas Saltmarsh.
He singled and scored his first time.
They need this.
Anyone who has a last name that has anything to do with salt in it is always going to be called Salty.
Yeah.
Jared Saltalamacchia.
Yep.
Former Red Sox catcher. But
He was fun to watch. That's in there for a strike. Number 1. Remember him back in the day. It was cool to see the 2013 World Series team honored a few days ago. That's in there.
Saltalamacchia, though, 2013 World Series, and Koji Uehara struck out Matt Carpenter. It was actually David Ross catching because Saltalamacchia had been benched
Yes.
that series. But he was still a part of the. He had the walk-off hit in the game that Ortiz tied it on the grand slam.
Yeah, game 2.
Game 2. He had the walk-off single
Yes.
after Ortiz tied it with a grand slam.
Very close. McLean got to get careful over there.
He's good. He get a good pickoff move.
1-2 the count. That missed. 2-2 to the shortstop, to the
First baseman.
sophomore
First baseman.
first baseman.
Ooh,
Chase.
nice off speed.
Yeah.
Got him fooled on that one. He knew it too.
So 2 outs for Will LaBeouf.
He flied to right his first time, so he comes in 0 for 1. It's good contact. Gonna
Tries
drop
to
that
lay-
down. Right
might
to
get
him,
there.
though. And that'll end the inning. Tried to get a little sneaky, but
Yeah.
no luck. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on. Not many pitches either.
Yeah.
2, 3. I counted 10.
Sounds right.
64 total. 5-3 going into inning number 5.
So
Brady.
due up for the Blue Devils is Ethan Nault, Luke Gomes, Jack Cunha, 6, 7, 8.
Against Jacob Poitras.
We are an hour and 20 minutes into this one.
Well, it's going by much faster now.
Yeah. And it's nice out. No complaints from us at Swansea Community Network. Director Adam Kitchen and the rest of our great crew.
Kind of waiting in between innings at this
There
point.
you go. So after this, the Cardinals will travel to Wareham on Monday, and then they will go to ORR next Friday. Next time they play here at Judge Aguiar is May 1st, a Monday afternoon affair with the Dighton Rehoboth Falcons. Poitras misses low.
Nault comes in 0 for 1. Lined out to second, and he was hit by a pitch last time.
The 1-0. That's a strike. Fairhaven, meanwhile, will also play Monday at home against Seekonk. They have a nice little homestand coming up. 5 games. Seekonk, they go Stang on the 26th of Wednesday. Wareham that Friday. Strike 2. And then the week of May 1st, they go New Bedford Voc at home on the Monday. Somerset at home on Wednesday. And then finally at Apponequet.
That's strange. A 5-game
5-game homestand as this one is belted in a right center field. LaBeouf will move over and put him away. So Nault is retired to start inning number 5.
That's very bizarre.
Yeah, 5-game
5
homestand.
games, 2 or 3.
You don't see that too often in high
Which
school.
also means the opposite of that. I mean, usually when they have a schedule, it's whatever you play the first half is just flipped the second half.
Yeah.
And make it a 5-game road trip. Which, I mean, I say road trip loosely. High school baseball,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean.
And the Cardinals that week of the first, they host Dighton Rehoboth, then the next day they go to Dighton Rehoboth, and then that Friday they host Bourne.
Sometimes
That
that's
one
just how
dismissed.
the schedule. Sometimes you see in the NFL, play a team, you have a bye week, then you play the same team again.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Only difference is the location.
That's ripped.
This one
That's in the
deep
gap.
to left center field. This is at least 2. LaBeouf got to get it in quickly, and he does to Gracie. And Luke Gomes is in at second base with a stand-up double. Hey, he's one of the better 7-hole hitters.
Yeah, oh yeah. That was also the first extra base hit of this game.
Yeah,
That's it. It's the first one.
Jack Cunha, who is 0 for 1 with a sac fly and a strikeout. And Rudy Bolger will get some clarification with the home plate umpire. Sam Dady and Jacob Woodruff will talk this out
Looks like they're going to use a pinch runner here.
as they will use the pinch runner. It is number
Austin.
27, Austin Branco.
Get some speed out there at second base.
And get some much-needed insurance potential. So Cunha said before has an RBI and a strikeout. Branco, good size lead off a second. Wave and a miss and a
Off-speed.
strike. And Poitras does like to start out with an off speed, unlike most pitchers.
Oh,
That
sometimes
you'll see.
you get them a little off balance.
Another
Like
off speed
that.
again.
Now you never know what's going to come up here.
Yeah, do you go back to that, or do you
off
go?
speed 3 times in a row, or do you go to your fastball? You already got him ahead.
The 0-2.
Off
Off
he
speed,
goes.
saw it. Nice, easy ground out to Poitras, but he dropped it. Still out.
Did look like he got him by a step. After he knocked it down, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong guy.
So Tom Marcotte will step in. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run. 5-3 Blue Devils.
Struck out his first time, and then walked, and as you said, came around and score the next time.
One is low for a ball. That just missed.
Well, outside.
Good spot, though, for Poitras. Two-0. High. 3 balls, no strikes to the designated hitter.
We'll bring the top of the order up after that, which is always worrisome.
This
And
one is low. And Aiden Hassey will get his 4th crack at it here.
it looks like they're going to use another pinch runner. They're asking for Blake. Unless I'm... And number 10 is in now for Fairhaven.
So he's just like not.
Not on the roster.
No, he is there. Blake Christopher.
Oh, there you go. He's their catcher.
He is their catcher, but he does not hit. So Blake Christopher will pinch run for Marcotte.
Hassey is 1 for 2. Grounded to third. Reached on an error and scored, and then dropped a sack bunt down. His last, I can't even say at bat because it's not an at bat, it's a plate appearance.
Runners on the corners. Hassey chopped that one near the Case dugout.
Hey, make sure you're paying attention over there.
Yeah, keep you awake. Check over.
I don't think Fairhaven has thrown over at all this game.
They have not.
I
No,
don't.
they did maybe once or twice. I don't remember.
I don't. Yeah.
That's in there.
No 2 now. So good to get out of this inning here.
They got him. Yeah, they
got
do.
him. He's out there.
Great play. Great play. That's how you get out of it. Good idea by Fairhaven, just not executed the way they maybe would have wanted.
No.
So that at bat for Hassey will not count.
Nope, he gets to start the next inning as well, but the pitches still count. Oh, I forgot to do this last inning for Fairhaven. Last inning they had 2 runs and they actually didn't get any hits. No, they did have 1 hit.
So Case will start with the top of their lineup, Gracie, Dady, and Amaral. Gracie is 1 for 1 with a single, a walk, and 2 runs scored.
Yeah, official for Fairhaven that inning was 1 hit, no errors, and technically only 1 left on because Marcotte did actually advance to second officially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 pitches that inning. So a total of 20 for Poitras so far. And we still have the original Fairhaven pitcher going strong.
Yeah, Hassey played a good game so far.
Hassey has 64 pitches, at least that's what I have him as. Giving up 3 runs. 2 of them scored by leadoff man Adam Gracie. The other was scored by Lucas Saltmarsh. Speaking of Adam Gracie.
Came into this one hitting 250.
No, he's
That went up.
yeah, it's been up. Went up by. He's 1 for 1, single and walked.
That on-base percentage is going up. That OPS is going up. That banner, everything's going up for Adam Gracie today. He takes strike 1. Bottom 5, Fairhaven leading 5-3. Brady Kudo, Tyler Clark, our entire SCN crew. We thank you for joining us today.
Beautiful day.
It is beautiful. Picture perfect. Late morning, early afternoon.
Well, it's 12:30 now.
1-1. Lifted down the right field line, and it will drop foul.
Your light up. There we go. The wind is slightly.
And wind picked up a little bit.
A little bit. It wasn't windy at all before. There haven't been many foul balls over there in a while.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
Oh, I know.
We gotta protect you at all costs.
I can handle it.
1-2. Ripped down the right field line again, and foul again. Sam Dady waits on deck. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He's been left on twice. Adam rips that one to the
Right to him,
shortstop.
though.
Morgan will retire the Cardinal Jr. Dady 2 for 2.
2 singles.
5 for 7 on the year.
So that's why he's hitting second. 2 singles, but he hasn't scored.
Leaves that one low. One 0. Leaves it for a strike.
Ooh, went up high for that one.
Chased it. Scotty Joseph is warming in the Fairhaven pen.
It's laced again. 3 for 3.
They might get him a
Oh,
one,
they
though.
might get him though. He
Wow.
got him.
They might want to review that.
That's your typical 9 to 3 put out.
Yeah. And they will not review it.
Can you review it in high school?
Yes, you can. You can ask them to take a look, but Olmschneider will choose not to. And you don't see that too often.
Well, the
Amaral
first base
chasing.
coach did not immediately object either. They're kind of having a conversation out there right
Yeah,
now.
Jay Martin over at first.
If he really was safe on that, I think he'd be not as casual about that right now.
That's true.
Just,
You know, you say
I
that
think-
from experience.
yeah, I think he's mostly just in disbelief that happened. That
Amaral rips this one to right center field. That's over everybody's head. It one hops the wall.
no, they're gonna
Amaral will hustle in a second, and he is in there head first with a 2-out double.
Well, there was a bit of a double clutch out there in center. Drop by. I was gonna say that quite went up the wall, but it is hard to see where we're sitting. Just, it's not completely obvious.
If it didn't, it came awfully close.
It's still a double.
So in comes Christian Chapman.
He's 0 for 2. Grabbed into a double play and then popped out to short. Came into this game batting 136.
Takes that one outside, 1-0. That's behind us.
Ooh, that car.
That car just casually just drove by.
I don't think he even knew it.
I had to turn on the jets.
I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew it. That's the.
Good leave by Chappie. 2-1. The count to the Cardinals senior third baseman. High fly ball, foul again, off to our right.
And the bus driver will take care of that.
He's having a day. Have you started thinking about who the Clarkie for this game goes to?
I have not.
No? You got time. This one right back to Hassey, who bobbles it. Chapman will be thrown out.
Probably Hassey. I didn't officially get to announce that at the end of the last game, the softball game, but my official recipient of that was Jamie Moniz, in case you're wondering.
4 for 4.
With the home run.
Home run, and
it was going to be Silva, and then
the home run happened.
it was very close between the two of them, to be honest. But Moniz batting number 9, going 4 for 4, hitting the home run. The home run that we thought ended the game and didn't end the game.
Well, I started making my highlight reel for this year, and I did cut it off where I said your final score. So nobody can, like we see, nobody has to know. We all make mistakes.
We didn't know. That's the thing.
Right.
It was 17 pitches. That's 81 right now for Hassey. Not only does he have 5 innings pitched, with 3 runs, he's also scored a run, and he's leading off this inning. Because he was batting when the inning ended last time, so that counts for nothing, and then he gets to start again. To really make the Clarkie, is that going to be a thing now from now on?
Yes, I'm making it a thing.
It's a thing, okay.
I'll find trophies online.
Yeah,
I will buy them. I will put your face on them.
Does it have to be for case play, or can it be for either team?
It can be for either team.
Okay, then would you agree that I would say it would be Hassey right now? If it's for Connor Sorrell,
Could argue Sorrell.
Sorrell or Gomes. Gomes has 2 hits,
Gomes does have 2 hits.
but you got to go the pitching side of it too. So we'll see if that'll change. We still got 2 innings left.
Still a 2-run game.
5-3.
Hassey looking to help himself out here. Leaves that one high. The 1-0. Head of it. This one on the ground. Chapman got by him.
Further prove my point. Is that a single to that? And a sack bunt.
Reached base on an error as well. Later scored.
Scored. But when he dropped the sack bunt, that runner ended up scoring.
In steps Connor Sorrell.
He is 0 for 1. Reached on an error by left fielder last time. Before then, he was hit and then walked and later scored in the second.
Sorrell lifts this one to
there.
left center field. This one is back at the wall. It's off the wall. LaBeouf getting it in quickly, and everyone will hold up. So a great piece of hitting by Connor Sorrell.
I think that was a good move there by.
And it was actually off the wall that time.
That was off the wall that time. There's that red or maroon, I guess.
The padding
out there that I did see it hit that. But that was a good move to not send that runner. Now you got your 3 and 4 hitters up with no outs.
Yep.
Runners on second and third. That would have been tight because he didn't have to freeze because he didn't know if it would be caught or not.
Mahone takes strike 1. He is 1 for 2 with a fly out to left field. His last at bat, first at bat, was hit by a pitch.
He singled his second time up with an RBI.
The 0-1.
And dropped
Drops
that down
down a bunt.
Suicide.
Squeeze! They got him at the plate! Nice play. I think Hassey was a little shaken up on
a little
that.
shaken up on that slide. So Mahone, that's Hassey's hurt.
Yeah.
He's gonna get some. So Mahone, I think, tried to surprise everyone by dropping that bunt down, which he, to be fair, he did. That was not expected. But heads-up play by Poitras to get that ball home.
Yeah, good play by Poitras. As Colby Carrera will check in. He is 1 for 2 as well. This one laced down the left field line.
Get 1 home easily.
1 run is in. This should be 2.
They're going to hold that runner at third.
Colby Correa making it 6-3.
It's RBI on that as well. Swing at the first pitch, lace it. Megan's 0 for 3.
6-3.
6-3.
Jaron Megan chops this one foul. Oh, nice play right in front of us by Nault.
Use the bat.
Yeah, you've got it. Might as well use it, right? The 0-1. Just missed on the outside.
Putting it back on. Yeah, Brady's putting his sweatshirt back on. Freeze did pick up a little bit.
The 1-1. This one lifted high in the air to left center field.
Okay.
LaBeouf's got a long way to go, and a great running catch made. Runner will tag and score. 7-3 Fairhaven, but a great play by the junior center fielder.
He ran it down, got the out. Does pick up the RBI. Megan gets the sac fly. That was LeBeau had a long way to go to catch that too. So Nault, he's going to come in 0 for 2. Lined out to second his first time, flew out to center last at bat. In the middle of there, he was hit by a pitch.
He was pretty shaken up by that too. Hack and a miss.
As I said before, from someone who played baseball, it hurts as
Yeah.
much as it sounds.
Yep. Yes, it does.
A little behind on the pitch count.
The 0-1. Taken
That's in
for
there.
strike 2. To the count to Nault. Expect something off speed here. The 0-2. Yeah, he went to it, but he saw it. Mello's got a long way to go, and he
dives.
just missed it.
That's going to get by him, though. That might be, no, they're going to hold it 2. RBI double, run does score. Off the end of the bat, but hey, it counts. So Nault picks up an RBI double. That makes it 8-3, Fairhaven. And I mean, these are not, this is not like they're crushing it. I mean, these are just well-placed hits. A double right down the line. That was a heck of an effort by Joel Mello there in left.
Gomes is 2 for 3.
Gomes has a single and a double. He struck out in the middle of that.
Left that one high, 2-0. The count to the first baseman. That's in there for a strike.
Only 13 pitches this inning somehow. Amidst all that.
Yeah. They're going after him.
They're going after him quick.
Yeah, early in the count.
This is the longest at bat so far.
2-2. Runner on second.
Actually, I'm a little behind on the.
This one is popped foul off to the right. Amaral, it's too far out of his reach.
I'm a little behind. That was actually pitch number 18. I missed a batter. But even still, that's the longest at bat of the inning.
Runner goes. This
Fouled
one
again.
is popped behind us.
People are and just behind the stands.
The Cardinal faithful retreating a little bit. Two again. Is cut on and missed. But the damage has been done.
3 runs home that inning.
8-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
20 pitches that inning in total. 40 on the day for Poitras.
So due-up will be Poitras, Ben Duquette, and Jack McLean.
Poitras, who entered the game for Nick Preston. Fairhaven manager is going to go speak to the umpire about some changes. Shout out again, by the way. Very well called game.
Yeah, we've had 2 games in a row.
2 games in a row. The officiating has been spot on. We do have
Yeah.
a pitching change for Fairhaven.
Yeah, it is Scotty Joseph.
The left-hander. So that will end at 81 pitches for Hassey.
So Hassey goes 5.
Hassey is... Did Hassey stay in the game, or is he... I think he's at shortstop now. Is he?
That is correct. So
Yes.
means Megan.
Oh, no, then this is going to be a fun game of spot the player.
Yeah, so Megan came out. Everything else
I think
stayed the same. And Joseph just entered.
Correa is still at third. Number 8, Sorrell is still at second. Gomes is still at first. Right field is number 2. Knoll is still in left. 28 is still in center. And then I have Mahone is still in right. Yes.
Yep. All right.
So Megan just is straight out. Okay.
Yep. So Hassey goes 5 innings, gives up 7 hits, 3 runs, and 2 strikeouts.
That is correct. Only 2 strikeouts.
Only 2 strikeouts.
Jackson McLean and then Saltmarsh.
Yes. So Poitras will step in for his first at-bat of the game. He hits .316 and has an RBI.
Only been one, 2, 3 inning for either team this game. Yep.
Really?
That's it. Just Case in the bottom of inning
Bottom
2.
Of the bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second.
Poitras will take strike 1.
That one's right there. Ooh,
Off
got that
speed,
off
got him.
speed in there.
Beautifully placed by Scotty Joseph, who I'm wondering, I don't know for sure, I would imagine is the younger brother of Peter Joseph. 0-2 is inside. Peter Joseph was the do-it-all man for Fairhaven.
Basketball.
Played basketball, played some football. The 1-2 is low.
You can go ask.
I mean, he looks a lot like him.
Ask one of the fans after the inning's over. Go. I behind you if you want. Lots of options.
Yeah. 2-2. Foul
It's
back
fouled
off to the
back.
left amidst the trees.
That landed kind of in the middle of the main drive going into life. This kid just ran after it.
The 6th pitch of this at-bat is high in the air to
That'll stay in the infield. though.
behind the second base.
Just actually over the infield.
Hassey puts that one away for out number 1. For Ben Duquette, who is 0 for 2, popped out to Luke Gomes and flew out to left field. Start of the year catching a lot, getting the nod in right field today. This one taken high. This one lifted to shallow left field.
It's going to be right again.
Hassey,
Different place.
2 outs
That was fast.
on 8 pitches for Jackson McLean, who is 1 for 2. Struck out swinging in the second and ripped a single in the 4th. Leaves that one inside for a ball. Foul this one off to the right.
Bounce over. And there
Listen,
goes the same fan again.
There is a white minivan that is parked right behind the home plate that is in very risky position. As Hasse just made all three outs.
Just do it all himself.
Casually ends the 6th inning. 8-3 Fairhaven heading to the 7th.
Remember how I said there was only 1-1-2-3 inning? And here we go. Although that was
Stupid announcer's jinx.
1-2-3 inning, and the same guy did all 3 outs himself. That doesn't happen very often.
Nah. What's rarer? Rare. Is that a word?
Rarer.
Rarer.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah, it is. This is rarer than that. This is the rarest.
I know
of
if it was rarer or more rare. You know, like
yeah.
nobody says funner. It's more fun.
Yeah.
You're the English teacher. You know that.
Yeah, I think rare. I'm pretty sure rare is a. That's a good. It's just kind of a mouthful, but no, that doesn't happen.
All right. So, what is more rare? An immaculate inning, or the same guy making 3 outs in a 1-2-3 inning?
That's a good question. Probably the same guy making the same. The most rare thing I can think of which this has happened before is an unassisted triple play.
Yes, that has happened.
Here's how the only way it can happen. There have to be runners on first and second with no outs. And really, for it to work, you have to send both runners. And there's usually a line drive to the shortstop or the second baseman.
Yeah.
So they send both runners. He goes to cover second on the throw down. He goes right to him. He catches that. He steps on the bag, gets that guy out, tags the guy who's now going into second. He's out.
Yeah.
That happened once.
It's crazy, but it's been done.
It's been happened. Rafael Furcal did it for sure.
He was a good player back in the day. He was good.
The game ended. I think it was the Philly. I remember looking at the highlights at it once. The game ended on that once.
Really?
The team, they were trying to rally, and then that's how they pretty much just ran themselves out at that point. So that's probably the rarest.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I think the crown jewel of rare feats is a perfect game, which has not happened since 2012.
Yeah, it's been quite a few
years. And it happened 3 times in 2012. Philip Umber did it.
Philip Umber
did it. And then
Good gracious.
Matt Cain.
Matt
and then
Cain.
Felix Hernandez.
King Felix.
Although we did mention this in the last game. Max Scherzer came very close. He had a hit by pitch with 2 outs.
I just missed.
Just lean into it, Jose Tabata.
Yep. Couple positional notes. Ben Duquette has moved from right to left field. Lucas Saltmarsh has replaced him in right field. Joe Mello exits the game. We have a 2-2 count to Jack Cunha, center fielder.
0 for 2. Sack flies first time up, strikeout, and ground out.
Make it 0 for 3.
Now, this could be an announcer's jinx, but if it is, I don't really care. No strikeouts looking yet.
All right.
Let's do it. No one has gone down by a cold third strike in this game. All strikeouts have been swinging.
So Blake Christopher will bat in the place of Marcotte here. That one missed.
It's his first at bat.
Likely his only at bat as well.
Marcotte was 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored.
2-0 the count to the catcher. I mean, he caught all game.
He did. You may remember he came in as a pinch runner in the 5th inning.
That one's outside.
Looks like
3-0 the count.
Or we might be having 3 walks for the number 9 hitter for Fairhaven. Setting up the top of the order nicely.
That's in there. It's still on. Three 3-1. This one on the ground. Gracie. 2 outs.
Well, disregard that point.
We tried.
I mean, I'd rather see
You
action
tried.
on the field than another walk.
Yeah. So Aiden Hasse is 2 for 4.
I have him as 1 for 4.
One for 4. I'm
He
sorry.
reached on an
1
error.
for 4. You're right. I read it wrong.
Nope, not even that. 1 for 3. Because he was a sack bunt.
He is something for something.
Yes, he is, and that just hit the
And
net
I
in.
knew that fan was going to get hit.
I have Hasse ground out to third. then reached on an error and scored.
Yes,
Sack.
the sack bunt.
Sack
I thought
bunt.
that said. I thought that said F. That's my horrible handwriting.
And then a single. His last time up.
Yes.
And he got thrown out at home and came up a little gimpy
Suicide
after
squeeze.
That. Yeah, he was a little. Obviously, he's fine now. I think he had the wind knocked out of him on that.
This one through the mid of Didi.
Keep in mind too, that's something that happened to me. If you're sliding into home, the catcher has plastic equipment on, and you usually do not.
Yes.
Other than a helmet.
Yeah.
Drop
third strike rule is on and is successfully executed. Say that 3 times fast. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cardinals down 5.
First 1-2-3 inning for Fairhaven.
King of the announcers, Jigs.
Yep.
My goodness.
Could be worse things instead of when you're an announcer, you're absolutely paranoid to mention any sort of no-hitter or milestone watch because it's. So
Brady Kudo, Tyler Clark, the rest of our crew. Thank you for joining us once more for this last half of the 7th.
8-3. It's like a pitching change. Nope, there's not a pitching change. We do have a new player in there for Fairhaven, though. Number 19. Did you mention him last time?
That's Kobe Correa.
Oh, Correa's in the. Oh, he is. Okay, never mind. He looked like.
He looked new?
He looked new from here, but it's not. Okay. Of course, I'm really only paying attention to these Fairhaven players when they have a helmet on because they stand directly in front of us.
Right.
So when they go out on the field, you can actually see their hair. And all right, so we have Saltmarsh, LaBeouf, and Gracie due up here for Case unless there's a pinch hitter used.
And there will be.
There will be a pinch hitter used.
It will be Carter Cantafio batting, I would imagine, in the place of Saltmarsh.
Yeah, because
Correct.
LaBeouf is still standing there on the on-deck circle.
Yes, and Gracie is nowhere to be found.
No, Gracie would be up third.
Well, still, I mean,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 usually take swings before. But yeah, it will be Carter Cantafio getting some hacks here.
Daffio comes in 0 for 1. Only his second bat of the year.
0 for 1 in the game. No, just on the season.
No, I know. For the
No, I know. Somebody at home may be like, when did he hit? Well, he didn't.
1 on the season.
0 for 1 on the season. Instead of putting 3 zeros as a batting average, you just put. I usually do like hits per at bat for like the first 10. You know, if they got more than like 8 or 10 at bats, then I'll go with the average. Tafio. Really cool story. So Carter, a few years ago, got his pilot's license.
Oh.
And next fall, Carter, valedictorian of his class, by the way, will be attending Embry-Riddle University in Daytona Beach, Florida,
Wow.
to study aviation. Isn't that awesome?
And he's playing baseball.
Aviation, business is something. It's something to do with business and aviation.
He's the valedictorian.
And he's a valedictorian of the class of 2023.
And playing baseball.
And he plays baseball.
You got him there.
Good cuts, though. So that will bring up LaBeouf, who grounded out to the pitcher and flew out to right field. Unfortunately, his struggles continue.
He's making contact.
He is making contact. We were talking about it the other day. Just told him, Will, you're overdue. You will get out of this. This one has popped up.
Not here.
He dropped it, though. And LaBeouf will scurry back to first
Fortunately,
base.
that doesn't help your batting average. It's still an error. But I think that might have been lost in the sun.
So Will, unfortunately, still 1 for 21 on the year.
But hey, you never know.
You never know.
Rallies can start.
Rallies happen. Adam Gracie, he's been red hot today.
1 for 1. 2 runs scored, though. He did walk and score. He grounded out to short in the 5th.
This one taken low. LaBeouf does have some wheels. The 1-0. This one lifted in the air to right field. That will be caught. A great catch made
I couldn't even see that.
It's Ty Mahone. Nice play.
The dugout was obscuring, but hey, that leaves up Didi. Will the game end or will it continue?
Sam is 2 for 3.
He should be 3 for 3.
Should be 3 for 3.
He's thrown up by the right fielder last time.
You don't see that. It's not like Didi's slow either. He's not a slow kid.
No fault of his own there.
Wrong place, wrong time. That's all that is. As he swings and misses at strike 1.
Not even holding that runner at first.
Didi lifts this one down the right field line
It's gonna be
again,
foul.
and it's fouled by all of 2 feet. So 0-2 the count to the sophomore catcher.
I think LaBeouf can have second if he wants it here. They're just going to let him
The 0-2.
in the dirt.
Good block.
Just a well-played game overall. A couple errors, but that tends to happen. Well umpired as well.
1-2 is taken low again.
Low. There has not been a strikeout looking. Let's not end the game on that. That's,
Why would you? Why bring it up?
I know.
2-2 to Didi is in the dirt again. It's 3-2. LaBeouf will go, and he is out. And that's how this game ends.
That's how it ends. Wow, that's not how.
That's not typical. 8-3 your final score. Cardinals fall to 1-7.
It's clearly out as well.
Yeah. Cardinals fall to 1-7. Fairhaven improves to 5-1. Cardinals on Monday travel to Wareham, and Fairhaven will play Seekonk at home. For Tyler Clark, Adam Kitchen, our director, the rest of our fabulous SCN crew, I am Brady Kudo. We thank you for joining us. So long, everybody. Good night.
Good night.